All right, welcome back, everybody. We're going to continue working on this little ball bounce, and let's get to the animation part, and let's start drawing this thing falling down. We'll do a little bit of cheating here and reuse some of our drawings, but I do want it to have like a hand-drawn kind of feel, so that this has, I don't know, a little more life to it. So let's go. I'm going to do a background layer, and of course I should put that in the background, and I want to add, let's lock this. Nope, don't lock that layer. Lock that layer. Let's go here, and let's add a little like ground. I'll just use a rectangle. Definitely don't want it to be red. I want it to be, like the gray is fine. All right, and let's add a black line here, just to, that's too thick. That's probably fine. Let's try that again. Holding shift this time. Okay, let's take a look. There's a surface for my ball to fall on. All right, need a new layer. This will be the ball. All right, cool. All right, here we are. So first frame we said is not going to have anything because I want it to kind of fall. Yeah, so then we want it to start here. Ooh, I started it on 3. Oh yeah, 3's there. Okay, got it. Perfect. So I'm going to go to frame 3. I'm going to hit a new blank keyframe. Let's zoom in a smidge here. And I'm going to draw the sphere here. Let's just go ahead and draw it. There we go. I can live with that one. All right, that's going to be the master sphere. So let's move this up to where it should be on frame 3. And I'm going to just reuse it. So I'm going to go ahead and go down, because I don't even see the whole thing. So let's go to here and make a new blank keyframe. And nope, sorry, I want to make a keyframe. And I want to move it down. I'm going to hold shift so it kind of stays in line. And put it there. So there's 3, there's 5, 7's going to be here. All right, now I will trace it and make a blank keyframe. So I at least want to get a couple different balls here as it kind of falls so it looks a little, again, I want to keep that animated kind of look. All right. That one will work for me. Kind of line it up here. It's about the same size. And let's move it down. Hold shift. Move it down. Leave onion skin on. And now, yeah, we'll draw another one. One more. Let's go ahead and make a new blank keyframe. On the right frame. Let's go in 2s here. So I got to go up there. There we go. All right, a little wobbly, but that's okay. I kind of want it to wobble a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to start cheating here, and I'm going to start copying my frames here and just dragging it down. All right, so I'm going to go to frame 5. That's the first full one. I remember I already copied the first 2. And I'm going to go right-click on it and hit Copy Frames. Go over to frame 11, my new spot here, and hit Paste Frames. All right, and I'm just going to drag it down, holding Shift. Let's move this down here. Here we go. All right, and let's copy the next one. So that was 5. Let's copy 7 now. And I'm going to hit Copy Frames. And let's go ahead and go to frame 13. And right click and hit Paste Frames. And drag this down. All right, and I moved my squash over there. Okay, so now I gotta draw it here because I'm squashing as it hits here. So I'm gonna have to make a new blank keyframe. And I'm gonna draw it on top of this one. That way I can kind of gauge it a little bit better. Okay, that looks all right. Got a little overlap there. I'll erase that. I kind of like it looking like the slightly like a Hershey's Kiss. There's a little more mass in the bottom here. And I'm drawing it on top of the other one just to try to keep my size relationships good, at least close-ish. All right, well that will be my hit there. Okay, there we go. And it's time for the new set of keyframes. I can see I started shifting over here as I was drawing, but I'll keep moving it back. Okay, let's go. Let's go ahead and go here and make a new blank keyframe because I got to draw it reforming and going back up. So let's see. So here, and then it's going to go up here for a frame. Let's go ahead and draw it. Okay, so I want to go a little taller and a little less wide. All right, there we go. Let's go make sure it's kind of centered. I think it's pretty good. All right, now we've got to go up to this little stretch here. I'm just going to move this over, I think. Let's take all this, move you over. A little more centered. There we go. All right, back up here. Right there. Let's go ahead and make that blank keyframe. And you know what? I'm going to turn this off because it's hard to see. Shift B. All right, I want this to look skinnier and longer. All right, let me fix this up here. Cool. Let's turn this back on. Whoops. Back on. All right, and we're going to shoot up over there. All right, and we're going to get progressively less stretchy as we go up. But I'm going to draw it right on top and then move it up just so I can kind of keep the sizes. Okay. I do that on the wrong frame, but I like my drawing, so I'm going to copy my frame. Actually, I'm going to make a new blank keyframe there. Or new keyframe. So keyframe's that one, and I will clear that keyframe. There we go. All right, let's move you up. Zoom out again. Cool. And I want it to reform back into that sphere. Let's copy a sphere just to make sure we're hitting the right size here. Let's copy that sphere again. Let's go ahead and copy that frame. Copy frame. And over here we're on frame 29. I want it to already be a sphere. So for sure by then. So let's paste the frame there. And let's drag you down. Let's make sure it's in alignment with this guy here. Move you straight up. All right, cool. So that's 29. Let's see. All right, cool. Okay, so got to get from there to there. Let's do this. Keep turning it off. I mean to turn it back on. And this is 29, so I need 2 frames in between. Next blank keyframe there. We're going to reform into that. Okay, as I'm looking at these two here, this one looks a little wide, so I'm going to cheat here and go a little narrow, a little more narrow. And you know what? I'm going to cheat on the next one too. Let's go ahead and let's copy this frame. Let's go to this one here and paste the frame. Let's bring it up. Up there, and let's go ahead and adjust it manually. So start turning it a little more into a circle. And that's 23. And I just realized that's a 5, not a 9. So I got to move my frame. Hoi. All right, got to write better. Copy frames. Paste frames. There we are. Clear that frame. All right, and I got a new frame there. So I'm going to start reusing these spheres once again, so I don't have to keep redrawing them. But I do want them to shift a little bit, which is why I'm going to try and copy different ones here and there. So this will be a copy this frame. And let's go here and paste the frame. Oops, let's go right click, paste frame. Let's move you into place on 27. There you go. And then I want to move just slightly up to 29. So I'm going to copy a different frame here. I'll copy the 9 frame. Let's see, copy frames. Let's go there to the actual 29 and paste the frame. Hey, and it's almost in the right spot. Exactly. Well, what do you know? All right, perfect. Well, let's take a look. I haven't even looked at it. So let's look at the animation here. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. And let's go take onion skin off. Let's go to fit in the window. And let's take a look at what's happening. Should have done this a while ago. All right, we got a little bounce, a little slow down at the end. All right, there we go. Okay, so now let's turn this back on so we can see. Go up, and then we're going to come down at the same rate. So let's see. So that means we're here. That means we can copy this frame here. Go ahead and right-click on it. Copy frame. Let's paste that frame. Excellent. All right, and then we're going to have the fall back down here. So that's the midpoint. So now I can copy this one here. Copy frame. Let's paste that frame. There we go. All right, so we're up, back down. All right, and I can copy that one. Actually, no. I don't want to copy that one because I want it to be back to a sphere at this point. I don't want it to shape into like an elongated oval. I want it to be back into a sphere. All right, so let's go ahead and let's copy our circles here. Actually, maybe it's time to go back to this one here. Let's copy that frame. We go here, and I'm going to paste that frame. But I'm going to have to drag this one down quite a ways. Let's go ahead and put it on top of this one here. And then move it down. Let me make this bigger so I can see where it should be. All right, we're coming down here, holding shift. All right, let's take that off. Let's see. Slow down, come back down again. Speed up a little bit, so it's going to come down to here. That was that one, I believe. Let's copy this guy, just so it's a little bit different. And I'm just copying so I get the same circle here. I don't have to keep redrawing it. But I do want it to shift around. That's why I'm not just making a new keyframe, dragging, which I could do, which would be pretty fast. Of course, I'm going to take the harder, slower route. But I just want to have a little bit of that wobble in there. Let's go ahead and paste that frame. All right, and then let's onion skin that again. And move this back down to that mark right there. And then that should bring me to, let's see what frame I'm at. 39, which is my next little hit right there. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and I'm going to turn off my sketch layer. And I'm going to onion skin this all the way to my first squash there, just so I can draw another one with a blank keyframe. And let me zoom in now. So I can draw my squash, but not make it as squashed. You know what? I could probably actually use this second frame right there. So I believe that is this frame, because I don't want it to squash as much this time. I want it to just kind of hit a little bit. And if we've already done the drawing, why not grab it? Is it the right one? Let's see. Nope, nope. That's the right one. All right, so let's do, wait, let's see. Oh, no, I'm off. Yeah, that's the right one right there. Not quite as squashed. So let's copy that one. Copy that frame. We'll paste it right here. Paste frame. All right, so now when my sphere hits, it should be a bit smaller. All right, let's turn that sketch back on. So I'm at 39 right there. All right, and that'll do it for this video. We'll pause here and then we'll pick it up on the next one where we continue finishing up this animation. I'll see you guys in the next video.